Hello guys, this is Nicky Croucher here from Whatever Networks, a technical video blog I hope you're following. And anyway, let's jump into today's video, and that is Microsoft Azure SAML configuration with Citrix. Now this is a DAS environment, so not an on-prem environment, so we come into an issue today where I'm signing in and we got a this signature is invalid and is required by the application settings. So just signing in as I usually would, I got this error message. Now this is actually intentional because I wanted to show you guys how to fix it. So what's the problem here and how we got our Citrix DAS configured? Okay, so I'm going to just flip over to my Citrix DAS for a moment. And under my authentication methods, I've got Active Directory, I've got Azure, and I've got SAML. Okay, so that's what we're currently using at the moment. I've configured my workspace to use SAML, which is the reason why I got that error message. And the issue that we have is that the certificate requires verification, and Microsoft rotate that certificate every now and again. Okay. I think there's an article here actually, if I had it here, one of the certificate service requirements change from time to time. I'll give you some more documentation from Citrix website afterwards. Anyway, get back to the project as such. The issue is that we can't sign in. This is the error message we're getting. I can tell you exactly what the problem is and how to fix it in a few moments. So we have it configured as SAML. This then communicates into Azure as a enterprise application. So if I just come out of this one, go back to home, my enterprise application, and we have a Citrix Cloud one here. Now the thing I really want to point out, because it all looks very valid at the moment, but it's not. If we come down to single sign-on, you can see here that we have our basic SAML configuration. Claims and attributes, and then down here we have our certificate. Now our certificate is valid until 2028, so I don't see what the problem is. But there is a problem, because if you look a bit further down here, we have a verification certificate, which is usually optional, and it's set to yes and it already expired. Okay, so let's have a little look at that. So our certificate here has expired. Okay, it was expired on the 7th of February 2026, and we have this little tick box here, right? It says required certificate, required verification certificates. Okay, so how do we fix this? Two things you can do. If you're really desperate at the moment and everything is down, you can just untick that and click save. Boom, everything's just going to work. SAML will just work again. Okay. If your security team will say no, you cannot do this. I don't know what accent that was, but you know, it sounds a bit funny. Anyway, if we have this turned on, right? And you then need to fix it, then this is how we're going to fix it. First thing we need to do is come out of this, and if we go into our Citrix Cloud tenant again, so go to your Azure, go to your SAML configuration. Now this has changed. If you hit edit now, there's no like view button anymore, which is unfortunate. But you basically just hit edit. The old method of being able to sort of download the certificate and look it up and then upload it into Microsoft it's kind of gone away. Instead, you need to copy this. So you basically go to this meta file frame. So if you just copy this URL and open it up, it looks a bit like this. Okay. So we go into this XML file, and inside this XML file is a certificate. Here it is. There's your certificate. That's the one we're going to need. Okay, it's kind of embedded in a metadata file, XML file. So we will have to extract that and make it into a certificate, right? So if I was to copy that right now and I open it up in my notepad, it would look a little bit like this, and you won't want that on the end either. So we kind of have this is a certificate and this is the end of the certificate. But what you actually need to do is, this is not going to be compatible with, it's not a certificate as such. So what you need to do is you need to kind of have the sort of begin certificate and end certificate like so. This is how you actually create it. Okay. So you have your begin, and then you have all that information from the metadata file. It's exactly the same, right? It starts with this number, right? It finishes the other one, and it's all embedded inside that. So this is actually your certificate file, right? This is the one we want. So when you have this, we basically just need to save it as, guess what, a certificate. Now we don't want to call it that though. I had previously downloaded one but it didn't work, so I'm going to just overwrite this one here. And then reminder, but when you do create these files, and even though you do that, you might want to put CRT at the end of it. Otherwise it will save it as a text file, and then if it saves it as a text file you might have trouble uploading it. So I already had one here before, but I just want to overwrite that because it has the correct contents. So we're going to hit yes. Magical stuff. Okay, we've now created a certificate from the XML file that we got from Citrix Cloud. Now all we need to do is upload that into Azure. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip back over to here. I'm going to scroll down. So just waiting, I'm going to just go back a little stage here. If you click on Home and then go to Enterprise Applications, okay, then you have all your Citrix stuff. And then if you look at the bottom here, you can see that there is the Citrix Cloud SSO custom. That's the one I've got anyway. Even though it says a valid and current and everything looks good, it's not very good because it has a requirement for verification. So we click on our enterprise application, we're going to hit single sign-on. When we hit single sign-on again, we're going to be in this area. This is where our SAML attribute claims and certificates are. Again, we have a verification certificate right here, so we're going to just click on the edit button, right? And then we are back in this stage. So we need to upload that certificate. So we're going to click on the little upload button there, go to the folder. I hope this isn't going too fast for you guys. And then I'm in my temp folder, so I'm going to click on the one I created earlier. Using the correct format now, and if I click OK, the verification is complete. Woohoo! Right, this is amazing, right? So our verification is now complete, and the expiry date is, oh my god, they don't give us much time, do they? So there's our new verification date, but it's valid at the moment, so that is amazing. You do not have to delete this one. It doesn't give you the save option, but that's only because if you untick this and tick this, then it gives you the save option. Just close it out. You'll see that now you've got one active and one expired, right? So does it work? Now's the time to test. Let's have a look. Right, slightly difficult. It might be cached and so forth, but if I close this down and I go back to my URL, here it is. Let's see whether it works. Let's kind of thinking about it. I have got a sign-on process. Sorry, my LastPass loves to take over everything. I'm going to get my little prompt. I'm just going to say no for the moment. But am I signing in? Do I get my apps and desktops? Yes, I do. And that is how you fix this issue. Guys, thank you very much for watching our video today. I hope it has been entertaining in somewhat. If you liked it, just give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. I would love to create more videos for you and share this experience, and it can only happen if I have people who actually like my videos. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this has been useful. Until next time, ciao.